Before adding AI or automation to a business, there is one thing that matters more than the tools themselves. Because AI doesn't improve on clear systems, what it does is actually follow whatever structure that already exists within your business. And if that structure isn't solid, I'm sorry, but automation will simply expose that gap more quickly than anything. And this video is about putting the right foundation in place so automation can actually help. Hi, I'm Olawale, and on this channel, I'll break down how businesses use AI and automation in simple ways. This isn't about tools or demonstrations, it's about the groundwork that needs to be in place before any of that becomes even useful. I see a lot of businesses jump straight into AI because they think the technology looks powerful, which it is, of course. But what's often missing is clarity around how the business actually operates on a daily basis. And when that part isn't clear, automation just adds complexity instead of reducing it. So let's walk through that preparation step properly. Firstly, you need to know what you're automating. The starting point isn't choosing a software. You don't go straight into choosing a software. It's understanding what's already happening inside your business. For example, how do inquiries come in? What happens after a call, or where does information go next? I mean, in many cases, these steps exist only in people's head. They work for sure, but they're informal. So before automating anything, you should be able to explain the process simply from start to finish, or better still, have a simple documentation of your processes. And if that's difficult to do, automation will just struggle to follow that process. Secondly, you need to focus on repeatable work, right? Automation works best where pattern already exists. That usually means tasks like answering common questions, handling similar inquiries, or collecting the same details, or could be sending standard follow-ups even. These activities already follow a set rhythm, and automation just makes that rhythm a little bit consistent. So if a system relies on judgment every time, it's never a good starting point, trust me. Number three, you want to define the outcome first, right? Before AI handles any task, you need to be clear on what a good result looks like. And for example, it could be what information should be captured in a call, what counts as a successful inquiry, what should happen once an interaction with a customer or potential customer ends. AI knows how to execute defined outcomes very well if they are structured. It doesn't just decide what the outcome should be. That decision has to come first from the business or from you. Step number four, you need to fix the handoffs. What I mean by that is most inefficiencies don't happen at the beginning of the process. They happen between different steps, and that could be between a call and a follow up, between a message and a response, or between a booking and a confirmation even. And if information is lost or delayed at any of these points, then automation would want to resolve this on its own. So before automating, you need to decide where information should land and who need to access that particular information. Step five, standardizing before scaling. I've worked with clients or business who didn't have standardized process. They had to come together internally to define what that process should be. And AI works best when it interacts with consistency. That could mean one way of capturing information, or one place to store those information, or one agreed next steps, just basic things like that. Because when similar situations are handled in completely different ways, automation just becomes unreliable in that case. And by standardizing this, just creates a baseline for your business or for your processes. It doesn't remove the flexibility, it just gives AI something stable to work with. Step six, start with one clear use case. You see, one mistake I've seen businesses try to do is automate everything at once, and that usually leads to confusion, right? A better approach is to start with one clear workflow, or one clear trigger, one specific action, or one defined outcome. And once that works consistently, that way it's easy to expand automation and become simpler, really, to expand and scale. And lastly, how to think about AI's role in all of this. You see, AI operates within boundaries that you define, right? So it follows set instructions, rules, and defined outcomes. It then executes decisions reliably once these are clear. What AI doesn't do is decide priorities for your business or resolve uncertainties. When these decisions are already made, AI becomes very effective operator. So before introducing AI or any automation at all into a business, I need you to understand the existing processes. You need to be able to define works that are repeatable. You need to define clear outcomes. You need to be able to fix handoffs between steps. You need to be able to standardize how things are being handled within your business. Then start with one clear use case. You see, that preparation right there determines whether automation reduces effort or adds unnecessary complexity for your business. And yeah, that's it. If you find this useful or you want more videos like this, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.